My name is Femi Akonde. Welcome to the big issue. Maintaining a relationship or staying in marriage goes beyond just physical and emotional attachment. There is more to it. The two major forces in any romantic relationship are love and money. These two factors are competing for the front seat in relationships and even marriages. Could there be true love without money? Or can money attract love? Well, on the big issue today, we ask, which should come first in marriage, love or money? Stay with us. We'll be right back to get the debate started. You're watching The Big Issue. It's time to get sentimental on the big issue today. Our question is, in a marriage, which should come first, love or money? Well, to discuss this topic is Dr. Tolulope Okoegaire. She's a relationship coach. She's the CEO of Intimate Talk, and she also runs a radio show and a TV show. And she feels love should supersede money in marriage. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And on the flip side is a gentleman. He's a smart man too. His name is Smart Oluwole. He's a social commentator. He has about 23 years experience in marriage. He'll be telling us why money should be considered first in marriage over love. Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, Dr. Tolulope, money or love? You say love should come first. Why do you think love is greater than any other thing?
Love is, a form of genuine concern to the betterment of someone.
Without money?
Genuine concern. Money is good.
Of course.
But haven't you noticed a lot of big people married, big money, big house, and the wives are cheating on them? I mean, it's very common, because without love, money is good, fine, but without love, your money is useless. In fact, people want to, it's a very common saying that people want to, you see people want to make money, and you ask them, why are they making money? They are like, I want to make money, and I need a woman to spend it with. You make all the money, if there's nobody to love you, it's useless.
She said, without love, you're laughing. Without love, money is useless.
That's not true. In the first place, she admitted that money is good.
Of course.
Well, for some of you that are Yorubas that understand this song, there is this song that Ebenezer will be. He said, "Ohun gbogbo t'Olúwa ó ṣe, má jẹ́ kí owó kó gbẹ̀yìn, nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ t'ówó bá ṣe ti ilẹ̀ ló ń gbé." I know you will not understand. It's an old song. Also, one musician of late said, "Money, money, kí n ṣá ti lówó." Let me tell you, the simple truth is that money comes first. I think most often at times, if we talk about money, we confuse money with riches. Having money is not the same thing as being rich. I'm not saying you should go for a rich man, but you must go for the first thing. This guy must have money to take care of you. That is the first thing. Some other things will come next. You having character, you having whatever, you see, you will start molding it. But if you say you want to just marry because of love will not rent you an apartment. Love, I don't know. Love will not even hold the marriage. If you want to marry, the very first thing you want to say is that, let us plan our marriage. With what will you plan your marriage? The first thing is that they will say, okay, I finished my school. Okay, I love you. I want to marry you. You say, they will come. Your parents will even ask you, show Nisha Lowo, does he have work? If he does not have work in the first place, okay, don't worry, you can go ahead first. Because you are going to start a home, you will start a home on money. Now, I'm not saying being rich, because most of the times we always confuse it. Being rich is different from having money. Having money, look, money is the basic of any relationship, not riches. Please, and for the young ones, please, don't start it with love. make sure it is that guy that can take care of you and also build it up with your character.
All right,
You both love yourself.
Dr. Tolu, there's this quote from Nishan Palmer. He said, they say that love is more important than money. Have you ever tried paying your bills with a hug?
You see, love might not pay bills. Do you understand? But if you marry somebody just because of money, you marry just because of money, before you start the marriage is as good as dead. You can't marry somebody just because of money. It's not possible.
Okay, and
because
I have this other quote. You said you can't marry just because of money.
Yeah.
I have this other quote from Cesar Pavese. He says, no woman marries for money. They are all clever enough before marrying a millionaire to fall in love with him first. So no one will agree that they're marrying because of money. They'll tell you, I love him.
I'm going to say this. Look around you. Look at most couples that are using SUV, Range Rover, and all that. Go and trace their genesis. Some of them started in one-room apartments. They started very small. Some of them doesn't even have cars. They were trekking when they got married. You notice that people want to put money forward. And you get to see ladies saying, oh, men are scarce. I mean, there are no men around to be married to. But I can categorically tell you that currently in Nigeria, there are more men of marriageable age than women.
As a matchmaker,
I wanted to say something. I'm actually going somewhere.
Okay.
So don't let anybody deceive you that men are scarce. What we have is economy induced scarcity of men. These guys doesn't, yes. These guys don't have money. They want to get married, but there is no money. And because all the guys believe that, this big babe, now if I go and talk to her and she think I don't have money, she will not answer me. So that thing is already there. And then they now make the mistake and marry and try to like pursue money. I tell guys, instead of you to look for money, better make opportunity to, make out time to look for a good woman. Because if you make all the money and marry a bad woman, you will regret for the rest of your life, even without your money.
Okay. Mr. Smart, you're trying to tell us that we should put money first. But with all that Dr. Tulokwe has said, I don't know, do you still believe that money, before going to a relationship, we should look for comfort and money and every other thing that would give us a good life?
Tolu is mixing it up.
All right, clear it up.
Tolu is mixing up having money and being rich. You see, money is just basic comforts. You have money, after school you have a job, say 80,000, 150,000, your salary, your basic salary, you can rent a room and a parlor. And you now have somebody that lives in a duplex. You now say, because this guy lives in a duplex, that you are looking for riches, you are not looking for money. In the first place, this guy has something to start with. For goodness sake, somebody that does not have a house, that does not have a job, will come and talk to you. If you're my daughter, I will send you out. Get out of my house. Most often the times we make this mistake of categorizing money as being rich. No. Money is just basic comfort. I have a job. I can rent an apartment with my wife. We can afford to take Okada in the morning. The Okada will drop her, will drop me. We can start with that. If you're not looking for somebody with car, then you are probably taking it to the extreme. You are looking for riches. We must not compare. It is because often the times we have categorized having money as being rich. That is why we always say, oh no, look for love. For the simple fact is that, look for somebody that will take good care of you. Now, the next thing you now begin to do, who is this person? That is his character. You now begin to look at, can I tell my character with ease? Perhaps if you marry somebody that is very, very temperamental, and you also probably you are temperamental, and you now look at it. Now, in the first place, okay, this guy is temperamental. Look, one of us must at least learn to give in. Then you are beginning to adapt to that guy, or maybe him now adapting to your own style. If you know somebody, look, if he's hungry, he does not want to listen to anything, give him food first. Give him food first. You are beginning to learn his character.
But Smart, shouldn't it be like vice versa now? Like you painting the picture as if it's only the ladies that
it could be both ways.
Certain features in a man.
No, it could be both ways. Also, for a man, I'll also come to that. For a man, for goodness sake, after having my first degree from maybe one of the high-flying university, private university, will I go to the bus stop and sell and toast a girl, even though she's pretty, that sells pure water? No. No. You understand? I must get somebody that will probably come to a bit to my level. Not someone that I'll give my iPad to, that
So
will use my iPad.
Who married the girl selling pure water?
She has a category.
Wow.
Yes, she has a category. Look, you will give somebody that will make use of an iPad, not somebody that will use an iPad to kill mosquito. I want to use my iPad to kill cockroach, because she does not understand what an iPad is.
All right.
So, look, I think what we should take out of here is that in the first place, let us categorize it. Having money is different from being rich. Please. What I have said is that money comes first. Other things will follow. Even the Bible said it. Money answereth all things.
All right. On that. Okay. Dr. Tolu, maybe we should attempt to find a middle ground here with this quote from Christopher Marlowe. I'm sorry, there are so many love quotes and money quotes out there. He says, while money doesn't buy love, it puts you in a great bargaining position. I think he agrees with that. Do you agree with this?
You see, 3 things I want to say. First, he quoted the Bible. And I'm going to start with that. Dry muscle. I mean, most of you know that quote, that a dry muscle with peace, something like that, is better than a house that is full of money and riches. That's how the Bible put it. That's one thing. Then secondly, before I come to that quote, we might be on the same ground, if I have to say that. You see, there are basic things that are necessary for somebody to have before you get married. There are guys that, you see, what I tell ladies, don't marry what a man is driving, marry what drives him. Do you understand? What is driving that man that you want to get married to? It is not about what he's driving. What does he have on the inside? If a guy is an NFA, you will know.
NFA means no future ambition.
He's staying in his mother's house. In the morning, we say, Mommy, I want to go, and Mommy will give him transport. In the afternoon, Mommy, what do you have for lunch? A graduate, he will still come back to that house, relaxed and comfortable. He doesn't care. He's just there. It's different from a guy who is staying in that same house, who is hustling, who has plans, who has future ambition, who has where he's going. You can sit down and know, and he can talk to you. You can know where this guy is planning to be in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years.
But he can't meet the immediate needs of himself and, now, of course, his partner.
Don't leave that kind of a guy and go and marry a guy that because he has money. For what? Because those are the kind of guys that will come back later and hit you, kick you. There is nothing you can do about it. We see all these things on a daily basis.
But there are needs. How should they meet those immediate needs? There are urgent needs that should be met.
I'm still going to come back to that. You see, instead of trying to look for money, you see, 2 will always be better than 1 if you meet the right one. Do you understand? Your speed, what is supposed to take you 1 year, will take you 10 days if you meet the right woman or a right man who can sit together with you and the 2 of you can plan together. And if you meet the wrong one, you can have the house full of money. If you meet the wrong partner, that money can become 0.
Wow.
So back to your question, because you asked me, there's a quote.
Yes.
Of course, I'm not going to deny the fact
that money gives you a better bargaining position.
It makes the journey smoother.
Wow.
That's the truth.
So then why are we having this debate? It seems you're agreeing with it.
But it is, you see, we are not looking at the immediate comfort. We are looking at the future. If you want a home where you're going to groom your children, you're going to look back and say, oh, we've come so far. Do you understand? You can't build, if you build the foundation of money, it's going to collapse.
Anyway,
love should not blind you from money.
Dr. Tolu Lokpe is getting it wrong. And where she's getting it wrong is that she still have not accepted the fact that having money is different from being rich. Look, I'll give you a good scenario. You have a guy that toasts you, and the guy does not have a car. He has a room. Let's even say a room self-contained. Let's even say a room and a parlor. The guy has graduated. He's still looking for a job. And this guy, everything about him, you like him. But because he does not have car yet, because he's not living in a flat, then you are looking for riches. It's not money. The fact from that very moment,
it's the same thing.
Look, from that very moment that this guy could get a small job that he's doing, that is keeping him, of course, this guy has a future. You know he has a future. For such a person, yes, you could go for. He has money. You see, if he's beginning to say, okay, you're looking for somebody that has a car, He has a car. He has a 3-bedroom flat. Oh, he uses an iPhone 6 or iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 or whatever you call it. Oh, the guy is a power dresser. If those are the things you are looking for, that is the different thing. That is, you are looking for riches. I think if we have categorized this, that look, are you looking for love or you are looking for riches? Then probably I will not be here talking about riches.
They say love is like money, hard to find, easy to lose. What if that money, even though as little as it is, not riches, the guy probably in future, one way or the other, something happens and he loses that money. What happens to the love?
In the first place, let me tell you one thing that you must get. For anybody that is ambitious, even though if everything falls, we've had so many stories of some persons that became very rich today, that maybe when they were coming up, of course, things were working well. At the end of the day, things went down. The wife remained the same. They were living in a 3-bedroom, in a duplex. They came back to a self-contained. The wife remained the same.
The only reason
no, let me tell you. The wife remained the same. The wife remained the same. The wife remained the same. Do you know why?
Why?
It is because they have started from the humble. They have started from an humble beginning.
I disagree.
They have started from a beginning where there is money to start with. It is not with riches.
She stays because she
loves him. It is not with riches. You understand? Now, excuse me, because he has lived with him, because she has lived with him now, he knows that, look, this guy will bounce back. And yes, they have come to love each other. They have come to love each other. But if you are taking it from the riches, you want to take it from the top, you are looking for someone that lives in a duplex, that has 2 cars, that can afford to take you on vacation to Dubai, then you are not looking for love.
Okay,
it's a different thing.
You see, marriage is a big deal. Marriage is a big deal. People get it twisted. It's not something you enter anyhow. That's why, the way people get married here, because our priorities are very wrong. When you want to get married, the next thing you are thinking about is the number of ashwabi, the number of people that will look at you. Wrong priorities. People marry for the wrong reasons. Marriage is a big deal. Marriage can change your destiny 360 degree. So it's not something you do and say, because he has a car. Because you see, that person you are going to get married to, think about it in the next 10 years, 20 years. These guys, there are a lot of men. A lot of men I'm going to start from there. They have this, I call, I'm looking for the right word to use now because of TV, poor toilet habits. Do you understand? Start from there. He's going to mess up your toilet. He's going to get on your nerves. She's going to, do certain things that you don't like. Do you understand? This person is going to be on your face, in your space. The only reason why you are going to take what you won't take from any other person from that person is love.
Mr. Smart.
Well, in the first place, if you see a guy that is just coming up, that guy has money. If you see a guy that is there already, that guy is rich. Go for that guy that is just coming up. That is different. If the guy is there already, then you are looking out for riches. Then that is not love. Something must attract you. For goodness sake, let me have the old degrees. Let me even come up with, say, 1st degree. And I don't have money. For goodness sake. And you don't even see that future of me having money. You will not accept to marry me. Something must attract you first. Money is the magnetic attraction in any relationship first.
Money is the... Say that again.
Money is the magnetic attraction in any relationship.
That's a quote from Smart 2017.
See, look.
All right, right now we'll go for a quick break. And when we return, it will be time for Fire for Fire. Stay with us. You're still watching The Big Issue. This is the Fire for Fire segment. Lady and gentlemen, in this segment, you're free to ask yourselves questions. It's your show at this point. You're free to interject him, you're free to interject her at any point. But the only thing we don't allow is, we don't allow you to throw punches. I know it won't get to that point. And now, it's all yours.
Okay, so I'm still supporting the fact that love comes before money.
No.
Because
No. You see,
Have all the
comes
money.
first.
Have all the money in the
first.
world.
In the first
and you
place,
don't have somebody
if
to
you
love
have,
you.
if you
you
have
are in
money,
trouble.
pretty ladies will be attracted to you. Look, ushers in the church will be attracted to you because they will notice you.
Pretty
that
ladies will be attracted
anytime
to
that
you.
you come to the church, they will say, oh, this guy smells fine,
Don't
he dresses
get it
well,
twisted.
and he's a single guy. They will go for you. They will turn into a prayer point. Pastor, it is this brother Femi I want. Why? Because, but if you don't have money and you come to the church wretchedly, believing God, like this, they won't listen to you. If they see you coming, they will talk like this.
Don't get it twisted.
Let me tell you,
the pretty ladies
love-
will not be attracted
love
to you.
as far as I'm
they will be
concerned-
attracted to your money.
Love, as far as
To
I'm
your
concerned,
money.
love, as far as I'm concerned, come next. Something first must attract love, and what will attract love is money.
No.
Come, let
All
me tell
the
you.
money in the
Wait,
world.
wait. Let me tell you, as you are. Look, when you were coming, I didn't even know we were going to be on the show together. I saw you, and I feel like exchanging my card with you for something else. So, first, for you to listen to me, in the first place, something must have attracted you. If you met me at the bus stop, you won't listen to me for goodness sake.
It's
Please.
cheap. See, it's cheap women that with your car and everything. I have class. And yes.
And I fall to that class. And I fall to that class.
I don't.
I fall to that class because I have
I
money.
don't care.
I fall to that class
I
because I
don't
have
care
money.
about your money. I don't
I
see,
fall to
I
that
have
class because I
integrity.
have money.
They are
If
ladies,
it
you
is that
see,
kind of, if you met me at the bus
most-
stop, you have
most
class.
of the time,
Your class
the
can never be among the Elero.
Wait.
Your class can never be among those Agbero, those
There
riffraffs.
are people that I
But your
can
class-
relate with at the same level of intellectual. I mean, at the same intellectual level. It is not about
What?
money.
It is
Like I
money
said, it's about what
first.
drives
You see,
you. It is not about what
The
you
thing
drive.
that drives you first of all is money.
No!
Oh
No!
my God.
Excuse
What-
me,
Where are you
excuse me,
going?
excuse me,
Where
excuse
is-
me, excuse me. His argument is drowning yours, but that is not the point. You should also ask yourselves questions. You can ask him, cite an instance, ask him a question, ask her a question. That is how we get it done.
See, Tolu,
Yeah.
let me tell you, today, if your daughter brings a guy at home, if you see the guy, in the first place, you say, okay, first of all, probably you want to know his background. The next thing you will ask, where does he work?
No.
Oh, for goodness sake, Abba.
Why?
No, let us
No,
be
no,
honest.
no, no.
The
Why?
first thing you will ask, what does he do for a living?
You see?
And no, if you don't ask, then you're not a
Of course,
mother.
I can ask.
You
What
ask.
does he do for a living?
Exactly.
But not like where does he work?
No,
Let's-
what do you do
let's
for a living?
listen.
What do you do? It's the same thing as where do you work?
You see,
I'm a banker.
there are guys
I'm
that
a
are
banker.
going to come with
I'm a
money.
broadcaster.
Come with everything, and they look
If you say
down
I'm an
on you to the
Elero,
parents.
if your daughter that you have spent money,
Am I going
maybe-
to be selling
no,
my daughter?
no,
If you-
wait
if you-
now.
if you-
The daughter
if
that you have
give
said
out
that you have
your
spent so
daughter
much
because
money
of
on,
you are selling
and brings,
her. And
they
whatever
say,
happened to her, you don't have
an
guts, you
Eleno
don't even have
that
guts
does
to
not,
talk.
that cannot read, that does not even know his left hand from right, and you now say that is your, Abba, you won't allow. What kind of love is that? He say, Mommy, I love him. He say, you will call your pastor, Pastor Ejo Shewa around. I'm coming to see you. Why are you going to see him? You want to go and raise prayer point for that daughter. But the very first thing is that even though that guy is not loaded, he's not rich, but he comes in, of course, he say, okay, what do you do? Okay, we finished from the same university, now I'm working, we are still believing God that he will get job. What are you looking at? You saw that there is a prospect for the fact that he has even gone to school. Not even the money
You are
alone.
talking- now
Not
you
even
are
the money
saying what
alone.
I'm saying.
Not even the money alone.
Prospect.
The intellectual,
saying
the
prospect.
intellectual
That's what I'm
property.
saying.
Smart.
The-
Let me make an impression, or should I say correct an impression or something.
Prospects.
The Elero, the Okada riders, the carpenters, they also make money, even in some cases
Yes.
more than the bankers, more than reporters, journalists, and they can also take
Why
care
I have
of
said that-
maybe their
Why I've said
partner
that,
in a
I'm looking
relationship
Look,
or in marriage.
we are looking at their intellectual property now. We are looking at the intellectual property.
Intellectual capacity.
Yes, intellectual capacity. Now, the intellectual capacity in the first place is that, look, money, we should not put this thing together just having cash alone. That I have a good, sound knowledge.
No, we are
Either
talking about
education.
money here.
It's
We
the
are
same thing as
talking about
money.
money
What,
here.
what's so much to money?
Money as in
What's so
raw
much to money?
cash.
Your knowledge is part of money.
No,
Excuse me.
No,
Your
you are
educational competence is part of money.
You are digressing.
Hold on.
You are
It's
getting
going to
it
get
wrong.
to a point where
see,
I would let you guys ask
You are getting it
questions
wrong.
and make your
Educational-
contributions.
Your educational intellectuals is part of money. Of course, look, if you go to a place to give lecture, perhaps they will give you money. What gives you that money? Is it not the intellectual property that you have in you? I mean, that's what we're talking about.
Okay,
all right.
something?
Smart. I have to intervene at this point. Let's hear out.
I
know it's fire for fire, but
haven't you seen guys, like let's say men, that has all the money, but their self-esteem is very low. Yes. Even the lady that doesn't have anything, do you understand? They can't even walk up to her and approach her because they have low self-esteem. It is not all about money. Like say, it is what you carry on the inside.
If you're talking about, look, you're getting it wrong.
You can have all the money. Let me say something. You can have all the money.
Look, your self-esteem is different from having money. You may have money or not have self-esteem. Yes, that is what you're saying. It's a different thing.
Because of money, your self-esteem is low.
No, your self-esteem in the first place is a different issue.
If the only thing you can offer is money, your self-esteem is low.
No, it's a different issue.
They say love conquers all things. Does it conquer poverty?
Sorry?
Love conquers all things. Does it conquer lack of money too?
No. Where? Where would love conquer money? Look, I'll give you a good example. A lady, you have been living with a guy that, you will get a job. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, didn't get a job. In the first place, you want to even ordinarily pay even little bill as low as 500 naira. And you probably go to meet a Femi Akonde that has money. So, and Femi is always giving you 500, 1,000. The day Femi will ask you for something, and perhaps you will sheepishly give in because you have sold yourself. So if you are saying because of love,
okay,
we are mixing it up. For goodness sake,
let me say
look,
this.
Money covereth all. If you have money,
you have money,
it is not I'm not saying being rich. I'm not saying being rich. If you have money,
let's have a
pretty
scenario
babes will attract to
two
you.
guys.
Pastors to be will talk
let's
to you.
have a scenario
they will
of
agree
two
to
guys.
you. They will agree
one
to
has
you.
money,
but
one
you don't
doesn't have
money.
She's trying to paint a scenario.
Yes, I'm painting a scenario.
All right.
Okay. There are two guys. One is rich, the other is not rich.
We're talking about riches now. Riches now.
Okay, one has money.
Maybe let's hear what.
One has money, one doesn't have money. Okay. The one that has money. Okay, let me say, two guys. A lady marry one that is very rich because of money, and then the other he doesn't have money, and he married, she married him. At the end of the day, okay, I'm looking at the right way to paint this scenario. But
there are no better ways to paint it.
Wait. No, let me finish.
Than to paint it
now,
this way.
The one that has the money, let me finish.
Let her paint and then hold on. Let her paint and you repaint. All right.
The one that has money run into crisis and the money finished. Do you understand? The lady that is in love will stay with him and help him to grow. But the one that married for money, as soon as the money finishes, he will leave.
No.
She will leave.
No, you see?
All right, you want to repaint the scenario?
Let me tell you, in the first place, if you marry a guy that has money, either you married a guy, this guy have money. With time, you've come to love him. Let's even look. What I've said is that I've not said.
That is another wrong thing.
Let me tell you. Just wait.
I need to correct this impression.
Something must come in first.
Do not get married with the other.
There is a starting point.
There is a starting point.
There is a starting point. There are so many ladies that
a loveless marriage is like going into a mortuary.
Wait, there are so.
Another quote from the matchmaker. A loveless marriage is like going into a mortuary.
Let me tell you, in the first place, something that's attracted you to that marriage. What is going to keep that marriage is now the love. So love now comes next. What we have said is that which comes first?
Love comes first.
See, we have said which comes first. Money comes first, then love. It is with the money now, the love will remain. And the love will grow. So even when that money is, if let's say for any reason,
I have said this before.
For any reason, if that money disappears,
in that marriage, a lot of things are going to get you pissed.
For goodness sake, if there is love, if there is love at first time, if there is love in first time, there is no money, that relationship will not last. Because what will keep the marriage?
Money will keep you with you.
Yes, it is money that will keep you.
Money cannot keep you in a marriage.
The landlord will send you packing.
Constantly stepping on your toes, and you will stay there because of money.
Tolu,
that is why you see a lot of married women that are married to big men. Another person is sleeping with them outside. They have the big cars.
That's a different issue.
It is not a different thing. They are not in love.
Sex therapy. We'll talk about that next time.
No. If you are in love with somebody, even if the person cannot satisfy you sexually, you stay with the person and be looking for solution. But if you are not in love with the person, you don't give a damn.
But they say He that they say he who marries without love, or he who marries for love without money, has good nights and sorry days.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Look here.
I won't dispute that. Do you understand?
Thank God you have accepted.
No, no, I didn't accept that money.
You said
money. I didn't. I didn't accept that money come before love. Never. It can never happen. That one is
let us make our young audience understand that in the first place, for goodness sake, for the fact that that guy has education, that guy has money. Do you know why? He has an intellectual property. When you quantify it, you cannot quantify that intellectual property which he has. That is money on his own.
You are digressing.
So I think you must get that. You must get that clear.
That is not what we are talking about.
You must get that clear.
We are talking about raw cash.
No, we are not talking about raw cash. Raw cash is not money. It is because that's what I keep saying, that we keep mixing it up. What do we call goodwill?
We are talking about money.
In accounting,
and love.
In accounting, goodwill is an asset.
We are not talking about
money is an asset. Just like money is an asset.
We are talking money and love.
Look, let me tell you.
Let me bring in a quote again to back up her standpoint. It says, it's from Susie Kazim. It says, love is worth so much more than money. There are so many people who are filthy rich but have nobody to genuinely love them. Unconditional love is priceless.
These are the wretched guys. These are the wretched guys.
Let me tell you.
They have all the money, but there is nobody to show genuine concern, genuine love towards them. People that are coming towards them, all they want is
follow
what
the
they
money.
will get.
Let me tell you, when you see people
These
that have money
kind
and
of
does not
guys,
have character,
they are craving
when you see
for
people
this
that
kind of
have
love
money
on
that
the
does not have
inside.
character, that is where this thing will come in.
It is not
You see,
about
somebody
character.
You see, some people could have money and they are very
It is
arrogant.
not about character. It's about
Money does not make you arrogant.
The money brings out the person's true character.
You understand?
Money
does not, look, let me tell you,
Even
because you are
Yoruba
rich
says,
does not mean you should be
Shegbe
arrogant. Because you have money does not mean you should be proud. But if you have money, if you are rich, if you are arrogant,
I said,
if you are rich, you are proud, then
Yoruba
definitely.
Says, owó ń ṣe ìgbéraga.
No.
Money, what are you talking?
And Yoruba said again, wípé owó ló ṣe ohun gbogbo tán.
No, excuse me, but you have to translate all this. Is owó ń ṣe.
Oh, ṣègbéraga, money brings pride.
And then, again, money does everything. And they said again, and Obey sang one song. He said, in everything that God will do for him, please, money should not come last.
Sing the song.
He said, ohun gbogbo t'Olúwa ó ṣe fún wa, má jẹ́ kí owó kó gbẹ̀yìn, nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ t'ówó bá ṣe ti ilẹ̀ ló ń gbé. Ẹ wá wo bí ilé ayé ṣe wà yìí. Ilé ayé owó ló ń ṣe nǹkan titun. Owó ló ń ṣe nǹkan rere.
Your love cannot buy money.
Kí lówó fi jayé.
I mean, your money cannot buy love.
Live story, baby.
Thank God you are not obeyed.
Buy car, buy house, buy the world, buy whatever you want to buy. But for love, your money can never buy love.
Hey, look.
It can never.
There is this thing. They said, he who says money cannot buy anything.
Money can never
buy
buy
money
love.
cannot buy everything.
Your money will buy pretense.
Look,
your money will buy
does not know where to shop.
eye service.
He who says money cannot buy everything does not know where to shop. If you know where to shop, you know money buys everything.
Eye service.
Okay. There's something you both have not done. You've not asked yourselves questions.
Look.
You've just been arguing. Ask him a question. Let him answer. Ask her a question. Let her answer.
Okay, let me ask you.
Yes.
And make sure you answer.
Okay, if you want to get married,
yes.
You have two ladies. One is very rich, and you know that lady doesn't really genuinely care about you, but she has all the money. And then the other lady, you know that this one doesn't really have money, and you know that this one loves me genuinely. Which one will you go for?
Well, let me tell you why this question will not be answered by a man. It is the man.
Wait now. Gender out of
it is the man. You see, it is the man that must have this quality. It should have been the reverse side. Hey, it should have been the reverse side. It is a man. Let me tell you. Wait. Let me tell you. If I'm as a man in the first place, I have some qualities. I have my qualities. I will not go for a lady. You remember I've said something that education is part of wealth and it's part of money. I will not go for a lady that does not have education. I'm sorry.
Your question for her.
Look, my question for you is very simple. I've asked you that question before, and I've said, if your daughter brings a guy at home, the very first thing is that you want to know where the guy is from. You want to know whom the guy is. You want to have his background. And in having his background, you honestly want to ask, what does he do for living?
What do you see?
If he says this guy does not have, if she says this guy does not have education, number one, please, will you go for her? Will you go for him?
To answer your question.
No, will you go?
My daughter will marry what drives a man, not what he drives. Of course, I want to know the guy. I want to know his background. I don't want a guy that will be sagging and be coming with a SUV, a spoiled brat that doesn't know what it means to be a man. I don't want that for my daughter. I want a real man. He doesn't have to have all the money, but he has plans. He has good character. He has ambitions.
No, what you have just answered, he doesn't have to be rich.
But he must have money. No, he doesn't need to have money. He must have ambition. He must have ambition. He must have good character. It is not about money. I don't want to give up my daughter to a man that will wake up tomorrow and kick and say, after all, I paid. After all, you married me because of my money.
Look, I keep telling you that you are mixing it up with riches. Being rich is a different thing from having money. And I need to tell young guys. It is not different.
You see, all of you guys that are saying, I cannot toast her. She's too big for me. She has all the money. You need to summon up courage and be a man. And go and talk to these babes. Everything is not about money. There are lots of ladies out there that you need to get. That is the major reason. At the end of the day, you see, people marry for the wrong reasons. The good one marries the bad ones. Like I have said, I've given you the analogy. At the end of the day, by the time you make all the money, it is the one that wants your money that will come near you. Walk up to these good girls. In fact, you won't believe the number of virgins that registered with me as a matchmaker. Good girls.
All right. Our audience, our beautiful audience, they are also itching to ask you questions. So it's not yet done. After the break, they'll put both of you under the spotlight. You're still watching The Big Issue. Welcome back. It's question time. Members of the audience will ask our wonderful debaters questions. Keep your questions short, simple, and in good taste. Rita is a blogger, the publisher of RiriEye.com. Your question. For who?
For him.
Mr. Smart.
Mr. Smart.
The money man.
Yes.
All right.
You said money is not riches, but for comfort. Dangote himself, who is extremely rich, that we all see as a man who is extremely rich, if you ask him today, he will tell you, I'm just comfortable. He is still working till today for that same money. And he will tell you, I am just comfortable. That's number one. And number two, you are mixing the money, you're mixing money as well as riches. You're mixing both of them together. They are the same thing. If you say a man is rich, this man has money, it is the same thing. The question says, money and love, which one comes first? I would say love comes first, because you can buy money with, you can buy money with love, but you can't buy love with money. You can't get genuine love with money. You gave an instance of your daughter coming to the house with a man that has money. Let's forget about riches and money, because they are both the same thing. You give an instance of your daughter coming to the house with a rich man. If she comes to the house with this wealthy rich man, and then at the end of the day, you see him and say, okay, yes, I think you can go with him. Then tomorrow, she comes home and starts saying, the guy is always beating me. He's doing this, he's doing that. Will you accept that? Meanwhile, if she had come to the house with just a middle-aged man, somebody who is just comfortable, like you said, and they are so in love, they will not fight, because both of them will tolerate each other. And these are the same set of people that will grow old till thy kingdom come. But this love, now let me tell you something. If a lady decides to marry an extremely rich man, tomorrow if they have a problem in the house, the man will say, my friend, get out. Where were you when I was making my money?
All right.
Why do you think footballers, we all know they pay footballers very well, right? Why do you think when they are ready to get married, they go back to the village? That's because they want genuine love, not those that loves them for money. So I buy your idea. Love comes first before money.
You want to respond to that quickly?
Yes, I want to quickly.
Hold on. You get your time.
I think you have just given it from your own perspective. You've not really asked the question. But I will probably manage to pick some senses from what you have said. You see,
Keep it in good taste.
in the first place, what I've said it, and it is because we have not been able to isolate it. That is why we keep mixing the points. I have said I gave analysis of being rich and having money. So the two can never be the same thing. Given analysis of Dangote or whatever, that is his own. We're not talking about that. You see, somebody that is rich will not want to accept that he's rich. You just say, okay, thank God. But the simple truth is that we know a rich man, we know somebody that is at least that has money. That you have something that you're doing, that you are read, or you have a profession, you have a trade that you are exhibiting, that you are going about. That is money on its own. Because that thing that you have
Not
in you.
in this context.
That in which you have in you will bring out the money.
Not in this context.
Number one. Number two, I have made it very clear between riches and having money. Having money, you're starting with somebody that have money is a different thing. You are starting from the scratch. You are starting from it. I made an analogy in my starting point that you could start from a one bedroom. It is still because there is money. That is why you could rent a one bedroom. Right. If there is no money, you won't rent a one bedroom. You can now grow from one bedroom to a duplex or to whatever, or to a house.
All right.
But something must attract that love. And that's what we attract the love is owo, money, kudi.
MKO. All right. There are more questions. Korede is also a blogger and the publisher of Kore's Diary. Am I correct? All right then.
Okay. So I've heard, like, both of you have said a lot, and you've both raised very valid arguments in one sense or the other. But my question is for you, Mr. Smart. You've said that you can start from a one-bedroom and work your way up with money, and then the love will come after. So what happens if now your daughter says she wants to marry someone? He has all the criteria that you've put together. He at least has a small salary that he can use to take care of him and your daughter. They have a house they can live in, one bedroom, two, whatever. It's just something they can manage for now. They don't have maybe enough money to get a car, but at least there's money for transport, things like that. They can live comfortably for a while until more comes out. What happens if, okay, she marries him? She says she doesn't love him yet, but you tell her, okay, just marry him, and then maybe the love will grow. What would you do if your daughter comes back to you 10 years down the line and says, I don't think I love him.
Refused to grow.
I can't love him. I want to get a divorce. What will you tell her then?
In the first place, you see, I've told you about something that we keep mixing it up. I've told you, I mentioned goodwill. I mentioned intellectual property. That is your knowledge. Be it academics, be it vocational, you have something. These are some of the things that add up to make money. A non-entity is what we are talking about now. So what we're talking about is that different thing, something must attract you. Something must attract that love. It is that money. Be it is educational, be it is intellectual capability, be it is professionalism in his trade, something attracts you. Maybe you went to, let me even choose a cobbler. You know, there is shoemaker, there is cobbler. So we must add a cobbler. You took your shoe to a cobbler, and you say, okay, madam, sit down, I'll do this for you. Take it through a machine, do this. Say, this guy is a cobbler. Let's even say a shoemaker with a difference. As you are going, probably you get to know that this guy is single. The next time you come again, you see, if for such a person, something attracted you, that in which attracted you, either you like it or not, it is still money. It is not because of cash. Cash is not the only thing that we call money. It's because we keep mixing it up.
All right. We have more questions. Your question, sir.
Okay, yeah, the first question is actually for the two of them.
Please speak up a bit.
Okay, the first question is actually for the two of them.
No, it has to be directed at one person, one at a time.
Okay, directed to Dr. Tolu.
Dr. Tolu.
Now, first of all, can you define to us what is love? Then secondly, now, you have said love is going to be the beginning. Now, if love is the beginning, then going forward, does money have a role to play? If yes, what is the kind of role that money has to play?
Good question. Dr. Tolu?
Okay, I would say love is a form of, I mean, the definition of love is huge, is wide, you can't even define it. But you just say love is showing a genuine concern towards the well-being of another. Everything that concerns that person, you want it to be perfect. You see, when the person is okay, you are okay. When the person is fine, you are fine. That is love. You see, when you are in love with someone, everything, you see, you don't want, love is when a young guy or people are dating and the lady is saying, I don't want to have sex. Because you are in love with her, you are ready to wait. When you are in love, you are not thinking about now. You are thinking about the next 5 years. You are thinking about the next, you are seeing her, you are seeing your children, you are seeing your home, you are seeing how her business is going to grow, you are seeing how he's going to achieve his aim. The two of you come together to make sure that the betterment of this guy come first, the betterment of this lady come first. That is love. Without love, that would never happen. Everybody comes like, when you are in love, it is about him. It is about her. But when you are not in love, it is about me. You know, so that's the difference. Now, you are saying, the second question is, you should love before you get married. Of course. You see, there are a lot of pillars. There are about 5 pillars that hold marriage. We talk about love. We talk about money. We talk about trust. We talk about compromise. There are about 5 of them. You know, the most important of them is love. Even the word of God says it. Don't ever make the mistake of entering a loveless marriage. It's not going to work. Because, like I said, a lot of shits are going to happen. A lot of things you're going to be pushed to the wall. The only thing that will make you to take such things from that person, what you can't take from another, is because of that genuine love that you feel for that person.
Dr. Solu, there are more questions.
Yes, somebody said that there's no romance without finance. And you need to define these 2 words, love and lust. How do you help the person to make the right judgment?
Okay, I don't want to forget your question. The first one say no romance.
Romance without finance.
I don't want to forget no romance without finance. You see, I won't dispute the fact that, you see, money makes the journey smoother. That's the truth. I'm not going to dispute that. But the point we are making is, don't make money the foundation.
It's also hard that money makes it smoother and
let me answer the question. The question was thrown to me. Now, I'm going to say this. You see, the beautiful things of life are not necessarily bought with money. Because you can have all the money. If you don't love a guy, we see this kind of things in movies. You see a guy, you want to eat in a restaurant, and the guy, you know, is big man, big tummy, eating chicken, and then you are sitting opposite, you are pissed. But he has all the money. And you are sitting there. In fact, the only reason you are there is because, you know, at the end of this date, I'm going to get like 500,000.
I've told you about character.
Now,
I think you failed to get
let me
it.
finish.
I've told you about character.
Now, talk about somebody you are in love with. Talk about somebody you are in love with. You hold hands together, and you walk to the beach, and you sat down, and you are looking at the breeze, and you put your head on his chest. Come on. Those are the things that bring, that is the romance we are talking about.
Money.
That is the romance. You can even take a walk in your street in the evening, holding arms and talking and just relating and just talking and just strolling together.
From under the bridge?
That is.
From under the bridge?
Even if it's under the bridge, that is romance.
All right,
it is not all about money. Then the second question is just like definition of love that I gave. Lust think about now, love thinks about the future.
Smart answer. Love and money has stirred quite a debate today on the big issue. We'll take a quick break at this point. When we return, it will be time to coast home. Welcome back. Welcome back to this interesting topic today. Love or money, which should come first? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say, of course, to have your last take on this topic. So let's let the lady in the love corner go first.
Okay, I'm going to
that
say
doesn't
this.
mean you've won the debate.
I'm going to say this. When it comes to choosing a life partner, you must, most of us, we did economics in secondary school. You must have what we call a scale of preference. So you must have your opportunity cost and alternative for guns. You must have some things that are at the top of your list. And on top of that list, the number one thing should be love. Do not make the mistake of entering a loveless marriage. Thank you.
On point. Your last take, Mr.
Just
Smart.
like she has said, scale of preference. And I have said this times without number on this program that money does not constitute cash alone. The intellectual capability, his educational background, his vocational background, his professional background. That guy could be a bricklayer. He could be a very good bricklayer. But provided he has something. Somebody that does not have anything in a non-entity and he has love, please don't fall in love.
Wow. On that very interesting note, I would ask our two debaters to mend fences. Please just shake hands.
I'll be looking for opportunity.
That's the spirit. All right, round of applause for them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's how it has been on the show today. Love and money. Which should come first? The choice is yours, I would say. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at TVC News NG and also at TVC Connect. You can also connect with me on Twitter at Femi Akonde TVC. Thank you for watching The Big Issue.